Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods Podcast, episode 68. I wasn't sure if we were on 69.
One more to go.
One more, though. One more next week, boys. It's a big one, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is.
Joining me today, we have Daniel Navaroli.
What is up, everybody? What's up?
And Steven Sims.
Why Stevenson? Hi, I'm okay. We're in Horizon. Ooh.
Oh, are we there right now?
We're there, man.
What? Shit.
Dinosaur.
The robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, they're attacking
Let me get my bow and arrow.
Jules said, oh, wait, it's broken.
Oh, wait, it sucks.
Doesn't
Turn it off.
It doesn't break.
My Jules sense broke.
Oh, your dual sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about
you want to have
bow
before we get to the show, let's have a little controller conversation here, Sims.
What's it called? An intervention.
Yeah, give it to me.
What's
the problem?
I was just playing some Mass Effect, just sniping away at my man Saren, and I noticed that like I was running. At one point I was running, and like the slightest touch of the trigger would shoot, and I was like, well, I'm not putting that much pressure on it. And then I was like, and ahhing. I was like, well, the left one feels like a bit more resistancy than the R2, and I was like, something doesn't feel right. It seems just a little bit too sensitive. So yeah, I had to send it off, and
So you said it's the spring. Is it
Yeah,
the spring that stops it halfway?
Googled it. Apparently, there's like a spring. A lot of people on Reddit have the same problem. It's just like a spring that just gets dislodged. I didn't even try because I couldn't be bothered to go through the whole process of loading up a game that has the features. So I just put it down. I was like, there's something's not right. Loads of YouTube videos is like, oh, take your controller apart. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So
no.
I've lost. So me and Natalie have obviously one each, PlayStations each, and hers got the stick drift. Less than a month of having a controller. She was playing Nexomon, I believe, and then then my trigger went. So we are on our second DualSense. Our one that came with the PlayStation has gone. Ridiculous.
Guess how many I've went through?
How many?
I'm still on my first controller.
Yeah, but you don't use it.
Oh, I don't use it. Yeah, I don't play hardcore games.
You did play
Returnal
Returnal quite a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not like I haven't played my PlayStation 5 a lot this year. You're right. Yeah.
It's just.
I'm also still on my first controller.
It's straight. It's a strange thing. Weird. It's very weird.
I think you're very rough on your controller, Sims, because
really.
I remember talking about this earlier with you that you go through controllers just like crazy, right?
Not really. I mean, we buy lots of controllers, but
do you still have the little rubber nub on the analog sticks?
I've never. I think out of all the DualShock 4s we ever had, I think only one of them had the rubber rub off.
Oh, okay. At least you're not one of those people. Some people are just way too rough on their controllers. I don't understand those people. They're just like it doesn't matter how aggressive you are with the fucking controller. It does not impact the game at all.
Yeah. No. If I hit this trigger harder, it's gonna shoot harder.
Right,
go through them.
Shoot harder then, obviously.
Yeah. I'm gonna suggest, Sims, just turn it off. Turn off the all those gimmicky features that are unnecessary, and then your controller will be fine. And it's just a regular controller.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like what they did with Resident Evil. I didn't like.
Is it just constantly vibrating?
No, it wasn't the vibration. It was the triggers. The vibrations don't bother me as much. It's the trigger. It's like I had to. It was like
what were the trigger parts?
Well, the sniper rifle. Like when you pressed L, it seemed to be the wrong way around for me. It's like the L2, like to aim down the sights, was like hard to press in, and I was like, surely you do it for the R2 when you're about to shoot, because surely pulling the trigger is quite. It's not as easy as it looks, is it? Like it's not as easy as they make it out to be in Lethal Weapon 1, 2, and 3. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about with the real gun?
Yeah. Surely.
Oh yeah, it's way more difficult.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I like it. I didn't like the Avengers. I didn't like what they did with the bow and arrow, because you held it down. It's like and this is audible. And Natalie was like, "What is wrong with your controller?" I was like, I don't know.
Why was it making that noise?
That's the noise it makes. Like it went as it's like charging, and then you let go of it, and then you could hear the controller like click back into action. Oh god, like back on Resident Evil where you aimed at the Duke and your controller would click because the trigger thing would turn off.
I don't know, but sure.
See that I remember that it would stop you. It would do the lock on the halfway.
Yeah, click. You'd aim at the Duke and the controller would click.
I don't remember a click. I just remember it stopped.
Maybe I'm just listening. Maybe you've got headphones.
If you push past the stop, then it'll click. Sure.
No, like what I'm saying is like when you're not. Obviously, it's in a state. The controller's in a state because you've got let's say you had the sniper rifle or you had any gun, and you'd walk around, and if you looked at the Duke, not aiming, just in normal like hands down mode, the controller would like click off, as in like, oh, we're not going to resist anything from you.
I don't remember this part.
Anyway, so I like all the rumbles. I was thinking this the other day. I've not actually played a proper PlayStation 5 game. Like Daniel has.
I mean, there hasn't been very many.
But there's two.
Most of them are PS4 games.
There's been two.
Yeah, there's been two. There's been two. That's it.
Dark Souls and Returnal.
Yeah.
Astro.
Astro.
But that was like a...
No, you're right. I'll count Astro. So there's been three. There's been three.
It's just...
But every other...
You're saying you actually haven't played a PS5 game that has used the DualSense, but I mean, you did. You played Astro.
Well, yeah, the Astro, yeah, but that game was designed to show you what that controller can do. That game shows you every aspect. I'm just saying, like, the Resident Evil one on the PlayStation it just seemed there to be there. Like this is the problem.
I mean,
this is the problem that we're going to come into.
That's what you're going to get.
Yeah, exactly. This is the problem we're going to have.
Not like, yeah, like it's going to be another thing. Like the touchpad that people eventually kind of give up on and just aren't going to do it because not every place has it. The Switch doesn't have it. Xbox doesn't have it. PC doesn't have it. So they're just not going to do it because until every company has that, they're not going to do it.
It's disappointing. But we have to live with this for the next 7 years. So strap in, boys.
Not really. Like I said, you could turn it off.
I don't mind it. I'm just disappointed it's broke. All right, I'm not gonna live. I'm not gonna live your way of life. All right, I'm a man that likes to experience things.
Right? Oh, and I don't. Okay.
Right, well, thank you for the DualSense review. Sounds great. We will now move on to the video game news.
I wish it had broke in another month though, because then I could have got a red one.
What? Oh, yeah. Aren't you getting one anyways?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay.
What's the point if they're just gonna break?
Getting that black one. Yeah. It was the point of even playing video games, you know?
I mean, just give up. I'm done.
Just gonna fucking break. You know what I mean?
Watch people talk about it on games on YouTube.
It's gonna end at some point, you know? Like, what's the point?
Yeah. Wow.
Moving on. Microsoft will hold its Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase on Sunday, June 13th. I believe it's at 1 p.m. EST time.
Yeah.
Very exciting. We have a time now. It'll be about 90 minutes long. The logo had fucking Starfield at the bottom. You can't convince me that's not.
People that are watching this probably have seen the logo. It's our thing. It is a sick looking logo. Whoever did that logo design. Sick looking
logo. Although, is that Chief? Because Chief looks weird. Did he get a redesign?
There's
the guy that's like prominent in the front.
I'd have to look at it. But there is Chief. Yeah, that's. No, that's not Chief. I'm looking at it right now. That looks like a bunch of.
Because that's his squad, right? That's like Alpha Squad or whatever the fuck they're called.
His squad's blue
team.
Squad.
Blue team, yeah, whatever.
Blue team.
Blue team rules.
This could be blue team. I mean, they kind of.
The other guy looks like a male from Halo Reach or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks a mix.
Yeah, or at least has that helmet.
So, because I'm a Halo guy, if you look at the assault rifle in the guy in the front, it's a Halo Reach assault rifle.
Yeah.
So it might just be Noble Team. I'm not too sure. Maybe they have something
to advertise it.
Maybe they have something to say about Reach. Like maybe they'll go back to Noble Team
2,
like a prequel with Noble Team.
Badass. Ooh, Reach before Reach.
Because like the character that you play, Noble 6, is not a part of the team until that game. So the other 5, maybe you could do something with them.
That'd be cool. Yeah, with the logo. I mean, do you guys think that's Starfield at the bottom? Someone pointed that out on Twitter. That has to be Starfield. There's people trying to argue it's not, but like that's definitely.
Well, there was a shot in one of the little Starfield teasers where there was like the planet, and then it was like the spaceship,
the sunlight coming down from the planet,
space station,
exactly like
yeah.
that. Yeah,
and it had like the gleam of light. That was part of Starfield.
Yeah, I love that. That is a cheeky little hint at Starfield right there.
Yeah,
very exciting. Are we excited for this conference? We must be. This has got to be the biggest conference at E3. Yeah, be looking forward to seeing.
I'm really excited.
We're gonna do a full predictions episode, I believe, right? Next week.
We're talking about it. Yeah, it's next week sometime.
Okay, so don't give me predictions or anything. Just what are you hoping to see from this? Etc.
I'm just hoping for a solid show. I'm excited because it's going to be a new formula as well. Like obviously because it's going to be digital, but they've got to throw in the Bethesda stuff, and obviously we're going to see new stuff, and we're going to see what all these new studios that they bought and acquired. We're either going to see a nice chunk or hopefully we've got to see something now, aren't we? Like they've got to have something to show us. It's just exciting. Like we didn't have this last year, and now it's you miss you're excited for something that you'd miss. So I'm just excited. I just want to sit down and just be in my happy place. Like that's all I want. It's such a good weekend. I'm excited for the whole weekend. Like Thursday onwards is like just absolute go. Yeah.
You got Keeley,
100%.
Then you got
Ratchet.
Friday, Ratchet.
Boom,
then
boom,
you
boom.
have then E3 starts.
Then you have
like
E3.
5 days of like maybe 6 days, just the best.
For me, it's like Keeley, Ratchet, football, like soccer. Like I know people don't care, but like this is like a big tournament. Then you have E3. Then you have our English national team playing on a Sunday. So then obviously by the time Xbox rolls around, I'm either going to be really pissed off and drunk, or I'm going to be really, really happy and drunk. And then it's just such a good weekend. And then I mean, we don't even know half the conferences either. Like, we know there's a Ubisoft and we know there's an Xbox.
I mean, we know a lot of them. We don't really know the date or the times.
Exactly, yeah. So,
I think with Xbox picking this time and date, I think they'll all go around similar times that they normally did. Like, we can expect
pretty standard
on that Monday morning, like it normally was. I think Ubisoft was always on Sunday or whatever.
Xbox was
no. Ubisoft's on Tuesday. I'm pretty sure
they were all the way on Tuesday. Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I know there's
the only one that was Sunday was I think Bethesda and Xbox.
Okay,
if I remember correctly.
And
then Monday was Sony and Nintendo, and then
the EA on Sunday. Is that what you just said?
EA is gonna be on Saturday.
It was always like EA.
They're on Saturday.
It was always EA Saturday on its own. This is like the past 2 years, but excluding last year. Then it was like Xbox, and then it would lead into like
Bethesda at night.
Bethesda
would be really late at night.
Yeah, they were at nighttime.
Ubi's
on Tuesday,
and then it was PlayStation.
All the way on
then it was PlayStation after. Yeah.
Because I remember PlayStation would always do Monday.
They were always like morning,
and then Nintendo was always on the last day.
Yeah.
I just think it's just this is so exciting. Just as a fan,
I do want to point one thing out. I'm gonna let you keep going. I only want to point one thing out is that it's only if they're saying it's only gonna be 90 minutes. Don't they usually do about 2 hours or so? So that just means it's gonna be either consolidated and a tight show. Is kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think they'll cut the bullshit. Cut all the bullshit out.
Hopefully,
there's not going to be any cars on stage. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. You don't have a whole stage set up you need to get done. So
there's no lead, lead producer. Pacing on stage, going, this year Forza Horizon goes bigger, and this year we're gonna put cars in space. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be
the Lamborghini like spinning around on stage.
Exactly. Obviously, all these studios have all sent in their footage and like, this is what we've got to show. The lead Xbox like the video editing team, producers, they'll all just we'll cut that shit. Don't need to hear that. Don't need to do this, and it's all just going to be bang, 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 bang. And this is what don't get me wrong. I miss the stage, and I miss, Phil Spencer like goes to a game and then he's in a different part of the studio, or he's on the stairs with the fans. It's like, so good. But it's gonna be just it's gonna be tight shit. Like it's gonna be just video. Right, quick. Phil Spencer sat down in his office. Well, he won't be in his office. They'll have the nice backdrops like they did with PlayStation. Do you remember the PlayStation did a quite nice?
Phil's got to do the interview thing where he hints at shit behind him.
I don't think they'll be all sat down.
Why not?
They'll be in front of a green screen. Big Xbox logo, etc. And it would just be tight. And I think the benefit of this, like of them having shows like this. They can just cut the shit. They're not trying to ponder to any like sponsorships, like adverts or anything like that. It's just what they want in there, and they've got way too much to show. Way too much to show.
I want to talk about that, because I don't know what you guys are thinking about this, but I'm expecting this to be Xbox's and I don't think I'm out of line saying this, but their best press conference probably ever. They have all this shit lined up.
I mean,
really,
I'd have to go through.
This is the one. Sony's not there. This is the one to fucking do it. Show all your shit. You need to fire on all cylinders on this.
I'm not saying anything about that. I don't know if it is their best one because I'd have to look at them all. I don't know.
Sure.
But I agree that they should probably come out swinging.
This is the one.
Just the fact that Bethesda is there.
How far out your games are, just fucking show them right now because now's the time. Now's the time.
I think
go
and with
all
that,
in on this.
With that, Bethesda is there. So just the fact that they're there alone, that's already enough. Because you already know Xbox studios have things to show, and then Bethesda's on top of that, so it can only be that much better with Bethesda.
Do you think you'll have?
They literally just took an entire publishing division and sucked them into themselves, and are revealing everything with that under Xbox. So it can only be better.
Do you think they'll have Xbox game, Bethesda game? Xbox game, Bethesda game, or do you think they'll do Xbox and then at the end they'll go, here's the Bethesda part?
I think with the way they titled it, it's gonna be more of a split, not an actual split.
I don't think it.
I think they'll be at one point, here's Bethesda.
I'm gonna say this: Halo will start it, Starfield will end it, and everything in between, who knows?
Yeah, 100%. You could take that to the bank. Yeah,
take that to the bank. Cash my check right now, Phil. I'll take a little bit of money, please.
Just a tenner.
You get paid for that?
Wait, are we getting paid?
Uncle Phil, man, he knows about the Nerdic Gods. He knows all about us. He's like, don't worry, them boys. We got them money boys on the payroll. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I am expecting to see all these games. I think we'll see Avowed. I think we'll see Fable. I think we'll see maybe Perfect Dark would be the only one where it's I could see that not being there because that one seems the furthest out than anything. But I'm expecting Hellblade. I'm expecting.
What about Indiana Jones?
No, not that.
Like a cinematic.
We're too soon for that. What I could see, and maybe I'm spoiling a little too much of my predictions, is Wolfenstein 3. Maybe Machine Games.
I think that's a safe. I think it's a safe bet.
There's a lot of room.
At least
going wrong with that.
Like a cinematic.
Yeah, I could see that. But I would expect that to come out before Indiana Jones did.
It depends. I think that they've been staffing up. Depends on.
It seemed like Indiana Jones was literally just starting production right when they announced it.
Well, Todd Howard's also working on it.
Yeah.
So that could mean it could be done faster. I don't know.
How busy is he?
Exactly.
That, But
he's working on
a producer. We don't know how hands-on he is.
Yeah, but this sounds like, from what it sounded like, it was a passion project. So he probably wants to be as involved as he can be, and he's involved in two other projects.
Out the door before he can even do that.
Yeah, he's got two other projects on his own that he's working on, plus this. Right. So he's working on Starfield, which should be out within a year or so, if not this year. Then Elder Scrolls, he's still working on, even if it's in pre-production, he's still doing things. And then you have Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Indiana Jones is pretty far out still.
Maybe.
That one. Yeah. But yeah, everything else, man, it's just I'm ready to see all this stuff. Even if they're not coming out even next year, even if we're not getting Fable next year or whatever, Hellblade, whatever, just show them. Just amaze us with gameplay on these
What about,
games,
I'm going to throw this out there. I know we're just getting really involved now, but what about the second Arcane team? Do you think they're going to have anything to show?
Maybe.
Because there is two. There's Arcane Leon and Arcane Austin.
Yeah, there's the Prey team and then the Dishonored team.
So what if they're doing another brand new
the Prey
IP?
team could be up, right? But the Prey team also made Youngblood. So I don't know if they were just.
I mean,
so
it's
busy
still
on
2
that,
years
but
ago.
That was a while ago now, huh? Yeah.
It's 2019.
you're
I'm
right.
pretty sure.
Was that already 2019?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
you're right.
It wasn't last year. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Time flies. Yeah, they totally could. Maybe it'd be something. Maybe they're making Wolfenstein 3. I have no idea, really.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, Machine Games is gonna be real busy. I feel like they're gonna get keys to the car, just driving.
Would you want to say something?
With the Games Pass thing as well, they've got this powerful tool of the Games Pass, and they could literally drop what they want at any time. They have no one to. All these studios they've got, all these little, all these studios, they're all massive studios, and they've all got massive development teams. How do we not know that some of these teams aren't working on little mini projects? And like
Ninja Theory, they always work on little projects, or Obsidian, they always work on little projects.
All it takes is like a couple of announcements sprinkled out. Oh, this new game out at the end of the conference. They're not gonna want you. I mean, they're not gonna want you to stop watching and then play that game. Obviously, they might say out now, but whatever.
I mean, that's going to be Psychonauts 2.
I do 100%. I'd put
There's a
money
lot
on
of
it.
rumors going with Psychonauts 2 being like dropped during E3,
which would be
or at least,
insane.
like, that month, like June.
That would just show their fucking absolute massive dick of just like, we can do this. We have got no one to answer to. This is our Games Pass. This is our platform. This is at us. We got no one to answer to. Like, I'll have that. Boom. See you in a bit. Ta-ra. And look, what they're gonna say? Oh, you've not done any more. You've not done enough marketing. You've not done enough advertising. There's the advertising you need. Go play the game.
That game wouldn't even have been made without Microsoft, really. So. Yeah.
It's exciting times. It's just exciting. For me, it's just, I keep saying the word, but I just can't wait. I just can't wait to just be in that place again.
E3 is exciting, man.
Yeah, 100%.
We missed it last year. Stu scattered, and hopefully this really shows like, no, it's better to be a unified.
I mean, the Xbox
convention.
one was in July last year, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah, it was in the summer.
Crazy, absolutely crazy.
Next up, indeed. Where do you guys want to go? Let's go to Sonic. Sonic had its 30th anniversary stream today, right? That was what was happening. 30th.
Sonic Central.
Okay. Sonic Central is what they called it. A bunch of new Sonic stuff was announced. Sonic Colors Ultimate is launching on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on September 7th for $40. Let's just get it all out the way since we got it. Sonic Origins has been announced. What is that?
It's a collection of old Sonic games, but there was not a lot of info. There's no release date or anything. Might be next year, maybe.
Was it? I was busy at the time.
Maybe end of year.
I just walked through the door, and life just happens. So is that just the 2D games?
Yeah, like a collection of all the old games.
So none of the 3D games, because I was kind of like, I want Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 together.
Oh, there's information for you here then.
And and then last thing, Sonic's mainline team is making a new Sonic game coming out next year.
I saw that. I saw the teaser trailer. I want.
That's going to be. Well, it was only like nothing. So
it was
like,
nothing.
That's going to be a mainline 3D for you. That's what that is next year.
I just want Sonic. I want mine just like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Just shoved onto a store. Do you know what I mean? Like.
I mean, they're on Xbox back compat.
Yeah.
You could play it on the Xbox. You want it like updated and stuff?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, personally, I'm much more interested in 3D Sonic games than 2D Sonic games. I just don't care about the 2D really. So I don't know what that next mainline Sonic game is going to end up being, but that could be interesting.
Hopefully, this is a nice let's bring Sonic back to the forefront, because there's been a lot of Sonic games.
Sonic, wouldn't that be Sonic Mania 2?
No, because that was a different team.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the last thing the main Sonic team made?
Was it Forces?
Which one is that? All these Sonic games.
That was the one where you can create your own little hedgehog, right? Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm not too into Sonic. Danny, are you more into Sonic?
I mean, I like Sonic. I haven't really played a lot of the games, but I mean, if this game they show it and it looks cool, I mean, I might play it. I don't know.
Where's my Sonic Heroes? That's what I want. That game
Sonic Heroes
has a banger theme song. Yeah, Sonic Heroes. Sonic.
I'm gonna say this though.
No, you guys never played this.
No. Green Hill Zone. Green Hill Zone song. One of the greatest video game songs of all time. Just straight up. Come on.
Yeah, it started diddle it. I can't do it. I can't diddle it.
Okay.
But I can hear it in my head.
You can hear it in your head. I just said
Yeah,
it. You can hear it.
I can hear
It's
it.
so good. Green Hill Zone, top tier song all time.
As far as Sonic Colors goes, do you guys plan on picking this up at all?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this game, so if it looks cool, maybe I'll play it. I didn't play it 10 years ago, so I might check it out. It's only $40, which is great, and it's everywhere, so that's also great.
I'll pick it up on a Game Pass or PS Plus or something like that. It's not something I put money for. This looks like a Game Pass game, unfortunately. That sounds like.
I mean, we still don't know if it could be or not. Of
course, 100%, yeah. So,
I mean,
Sonic
they already have a deal with Sega.
So I don't know. Sonic is for some, not for everybody, and I respect Sonic. My kid, she likes Sonic. She watches these YouTube videos where people like make animations with Sonic in them. And Shadow the Hedgehog pops up on the screen. She goes, "Oh, that's Shadow. He's the bad Sonic." I'm like, you know what I mean? Like these are well-known characters.
He's just misunderstood.
Yeah, exactly. He's the bad boy. He's not necessarily bad.
So yeah, it's good for Sonic. Good for Sonic. I was expecting a bit more. Like I was keeping an eye on it. I was busy at the time. This was literally an hour and a half ago.
I mean, I told you guys like 2 days ago that we were going to get a new game.
Yeah,
that's what I told you guys.
Daniel fucking told us.
I mean, I did. I said that there was going to be a new game announced.
Daniel practically invented Sonic. All right, moving on. No one cares about Sonic. Fuck Sonic. Gotta go fast. Like
he's great. He's great in Smash. He's really good in Smash.
Good film.
Yeah, his movie was okay. Game sucked.
It's okay.
Next up, Nintendo plans to begin production on upgraded Nintendo Switch as soon as July, with a possible September or October release. Daniel been calling bullshit all morning. Get ahead.
What do you want me to say? I like until I am not saying that this isn't happening. I'm saying that I don't think it's this year, and I still don't think it's this year, just because some people are reporting it. I don't think that there's too much going on right now with shortages everywhere in every industry. Like, I don't think Nintendo wants that right now. They don't want that struggle. Like, they have the Switch. Just let the Switch be the Switch, and then put it out next year. There's no need to rush. I know the Switch is already underpowered. It was underpowered when it launched. Like, why rush now to make a Pro? Just wait.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think it's real. I mean, there's just too many people reporting it for it not to be at this point.
What, the release date or that it's happening?
Not the release. I don't necessarily believe the September, October. I mean,
I agree that it's real too.
I believe it's going into production in July or whatever, starting assembly. I believe that. But yeah, as far as the Switch Pro goes, I'm excited for it. I want one. I think that the Switch, struggles running a lot of shit. I remember playing Pokemon Snap. It was
struggled on Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, struggled on their very first game. So yeah, Switch Pro sounds cool. I think we really need one, especially if they want to extend this life cycle of the Switch. I think they wanted to go 8 years. I think they said that in the beginning. So
it's been
four. Yeah, so got another 4 with it. It makes sense to do a mid-cycle.
We had what, 2.5 years was for the light? Was that right? Was it 2019?
I can't remember when the light came out, but yeah,
it couldn't have been last year, right?
No, it
had to have been 2019.
Yeah, it had to have been.
So like they did
start with Animal Crossing.
No, it did not. No, because they did the special edition.
For Animal Crossing. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was the start.
With like the dock and stuff. No,
yeah, they did have the dock.
They had those 3 color, like the yellow, the bluish, and then the gray or whatever.
Yeah,
I think that had to been 2019. But
as far as the Pro goes, though, I think it's really going to help with these upcoming bigger games. We've got the new Pokemon game we're going to talk about soon.
Arceus,
Arceus, and then obviously Breath of the Wild 2. It's just going to help with the overall package of Nintendo.
Yeah, or third-party stuff, indie stuff, just so everything could run better. Yeah, like I like the Switch. I don't love the consoles, I think, as much as other people do. I think the games are fine, but they're great. But the console just doesn't do anything for me personally. Maybe that it has to do with power, screen quality, all that kind of stuff. Like my iPad.
I think I would enjoy it more if like you hear these people talk about it when these people are like on the go a lot. They travel everywhere. They do all this shit. They get to play it in the handheld mode. But
my what is this, like $130 iPad, whatever, has a better screen than my Switch does. I got this like 2 years before the Switch, and it still has a better screen than the Switch does. That's kind of ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
If the Switch, I think like the Switch would be the best console if it could match the power, because how cool of an idea is that? Just pick it up and go with you, I mean, that's fucking awesome, but it just
Look at basically take the Series S and put a screen on it.
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be like the best fucking console ever, right? But since you gotta make up for the lack of power, it just kind of fails.
Yeah,
not fails, but like obviously Nintendo.
No, I mean, I think it does. I think the fact that they can't run third-party games is a fail.
Yeah, I mean,
like they're trying to make
last gen now, so they really needed.
Yeah, it wasn't even as powerful as the PS4. Like,
right, that's what I'm saying. It's like we kind of
like they're trying to make solutions so they could play third-party with like the cloud streaming games, but like that's not going to work for everybody.
So are you guys worried at all for the I'm not even going to attempt to say that.
Inevitable.
I still can't get it down.
Inevitable.
When they say that this game can only be played on the Nintendo Switch Pro, because that's going to happen at some point with third-party games. It has to.
I will give Nintendo the benefit of the doubt, because even when they did that with the 3DS, with like the new 3DS, like there's only a couple of things they did that with. Yeah. But like for the most part, it was pretty fine. Like it was no real issue. So like I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that's really going to be the thing. They want everyone to be able to play.
I don't think with Nintendo games that'll be the thing, but I think with third-party games it must end up happening at some point.
I don't think so. Nintendo, think about like how well
they're going to avoid the third-party games. Like the major ones at least. Like
no, they'll try to get
like a Resident Evil 8 port on the Nintendo Switch Pro.
I never see that.
No. Okay.
Unless it's cloud. Unless they do the cloud thing.
Yeah,
but
I think they already did that with 7, right?
They did it with Control. They did it with Hitman 3.
They did RE7 in like in Japan or something. It was a limited to a country or two.
Yeah, I just don't. They want every game to be hitting like that 10 million mark, and they're not going to just do it with the Pro. So they're just going to have it everywhere. The Pro is just going to be better or something.
Sims, would you be picking up this Pro?
Probably not. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. Probably not from Sims. Get out of here. Okay, let's move on then to Pokemon. We'll start with this one. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl releases on November 19th, 2021. This is the remake of Diamond and Pearl. Daniel, what gen is this?
This is Gen 4. Yeah.
4. Okay.
This was the first one on the DS.
Yeah. Cool that they came out. We're going to talk about the other game with the release date in a second. But cool that they came out with these release dates pretty early. Just for like no reason to. They could have just done this at E3, right? Like
it's fine. I think they're going to have more to show at E3.
We're going to get a trailer though for
I think they got more to show at E3. I don't think they're worried about the Pokemon stuff right now.
Game Freak out of the way.
Exactly. I think because Pokemon's just so much Pokemon. Like they have their own Pokemon Directs. Like I think that it's fine. They could just do this and that's it. Because I think they're gonna hopefully show a lot of their other bigger stuff at E3. That's what I'm hoping. This game, I've already said like I don't really care about it. Like I played 4th gen. It didn't really it was the last good gen. I'll say that. Like
really okay.
But I mean it was like 1, 2, and 3 were like top tier. 4th gen took a little bit of a dip, but then after that, like 5th gen was fine, and then everything just I don't like after that. But even though I play it still, for people that are excited, cool. It's nice we get a release date. November fits for Pokemon. It's a September to November usually when you're gonna get a Pokemon game.
Yeah, I'm excited about this game. I never played this. In fact, I've only played like a handful of Pokemon games, so I'll definitely be picking this up. I don't necessarily like that release date because I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of other things
right in the middle of everything
right around that time. Yeah, so I probably won't be playing it right then. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll definitely play through it. Why not?
Pokemon's easy to pick up and play.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, it's just nice to have that on handheld and stuff.
Just grind.
Yeah, randomly, and then. We got Pokemon Legends. What is this name again?
Arceus.
Pokemon Legends Arceus will be released on January 28th, 2022. Now, I don't know what you think. This release date says a lot to me. This kind of says to me like this is more of a test Pokemon game. You know, like we're just trying some new experiments out with this. I don't know if they like fully believe in it with that release date. That's just kind of what that says to me, putting it out at the end of
I'd like to know more about why you think that.
Because the end of January time is such like a not a prominent time for video games. Like if you really wanted this game to shine and sell well, wouldn't you put this game out in November? You know?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think that Gen 4 remake was always going to do better anyways, no matter what.
You think that'll do better in sales than this one?
Yeah. 100%.
But this one is like supposed to be like the game Pokemon fans are hyped for, the game they imagined in their mind for all these years.
I need you to get into the mindset
around Pokemon game.
No, I need to get into the. No, it's not. And I want that. I think there is a core group that wants that. But
like everyone's been asking for that for years.
No, think about what everyone does with Pokemon. They just see a Pokemon game, they buy it.
Yeah.
And guess what else people like with Pokemon? Nostalgia. That's all they talk about. Let's replay the same things all the time. People constantly replaying the same stuff over and over again. That's what this is.
You still hear an outcry from that community asking for something new.
I don't think you do as much as you think. So
yeah, you're more in tune with it than me. So I guess
I want that. I want Pokemon to completely blow up the formula and change because it's just so overdone at this point. So hopefully this is good. I just don't think it will sell that much, especially with that name as well. It's not like, oh, Pokemon, whatever. I don't know. Come up with something. Gold and silver. It's not Pokemon Gold and Silver where it's clear like, oh, this is a new gen. There's the 2 games and everything. Nope. This is like one game. Arceus is a weird name. People can't even pronounce it. So I just don't think it's going to do as good.
And that's kind of in line with what I was saying with this January date. It seems like this is more of like an experimental thing. I don't think they expect this to sell as much as that one, or at least that's what it says to me now. But originally, when this trailer came out, I thought this was going to be like, oh, this is the new direction Pokemon's going to go in. But I guess not.
I think it's a wait and see thing.
I think it's a one step in the direction they want to go. And for going for sales, I think you're both full of shit because he's got Pokemon on the box. And it's going to sell gangbusters. Like, fair enough. It didn't look great when we first saw it. And don't get me wrong, the random day of, oh, here's the date for it is like, hold on a minute. Like, where's that come from? But it's Pokemon. It's put Pokemon on a box. It's going to sell it. Your Pokemon Mystery Dungeon teams. You've missed your Pokemon Conquest that came out of 3DS. They all sell gangbusters. And this will sell fucking loads. And then
I wasn't saying it's going to sell bad. I just said not as good as the 4th gen.
I think it would sell just as much. I genuinely do. I think it's got Pokemon on the box. You people see, you know.
I mean, I want you to continue because you haven't talked much, but it is January. There's probably not going to be much around, so everybody's going to talk about this.
Exactly, and they're going to pick it up. It's not a bad date, and yeah, it probably is an experiment, but for a game to go in that direction, I think this is the direction they want to go in, and this is the small baby steps. I don't think it's going to fall. I think what we've seen of it is shown us where we're going to go. We're going to go fill the Pokedex. We're not going to go fight the gyms. This is going to give us this is where Pokemon originally started from. I can't see nothing but as long as it performs, people are going to buy it regardless of how it performs and how it looks. There's kids that are going to play it. They're not going to go, oh, you know, the frame rate this and this and this and this. They're just going to buy Pokemon. And it's in technically a Breath of the Wild like game. Like, I can't see this game not selling millions.
Because this is what didn't disagree.
No.
Your kid's gonna see the frame rate on this shit and just throw her Switch down.
Just vomit.
Just throw up, boy.
It's not even a lock 30 frames. What the fuck, Dad?
Speaking of on a massive tangent. So speaking of a frame rate. So me and Natalie have 2 tellies next to each other. I rabbit on about it all the time. So I'm playing Mass Effect at smooth 60, alright? And she starts Tomb Raider, Legends of the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Is that the one?
Yeah, the 3rd one.
And I'm playing with Mass Effect, and I corner of my eye, her screen's just catching me. And I'm just like, it's just so slow. And so, I was like, nah, there has to be a performance mode on this game. And she changed it to performance mode, and it was smooth as butter.
Yeah.
Well, oh my god, it was so distracting. Like watching her spin that camera, and it was like
We all just played like that for years, and we're okay.
Oh my god!
We didn't even know.
It was horrible.
We should have listened to the PC nerds, you know?
Well, the thing is, I didn't like at the time. I was like, no, I agree with you, but there's nothing I could do about it. I have to play the games this way because that's just I'm playing on console. I had to let it be.
I was oblivious to this whole.
So was I, completely oblivious. Back in the day, episode 1, it was like Nerdic Gods episode 1. It was like, I don't see frame rate, and oh my god, I was like, nah, you got to do something about that.
Definitely something you
said. Fuck your frame rate.
That was definitely something Sim said. I feel like I remember him saying that.
Oh man, honestly, I would never have noticed. But having Mass Effect and like just spinning the camera is the best way I can like say that I see these things. And then when she was like spinning the camera around in Tomb Raider, I was like, oh. So I had to go upstairs. I googled it. I was like, and then I came downstairs. I was like, nah, look, let's talk. All right, the games make me feel a bit queasy. It was genuinely distracting.
Talk about your frame rate issues.
Back to the Pokemon. The dates, obviously the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, November, bang on the money. It was always going to be November, October time. And then the Arceus thing, the date's just come out. I don't believe the date. I do think it will get pushed back. I think we'll see this summer. I don't believe the date, not for a second. Well, I could be wrong.
Also, probably it could depend on like, do they need the game to come out for their fiscal year?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe they need more money as well. I'm not sure.
I like the day. I hope it stays there because you are right. There isn't going to be shit coming out around then, so why not? But I could see it getting pushed too. Seems like a made up thing.
Yeah.
Next up. A new Final Fantasy game is rumored to be in the works, said to be a Souls-like game, but more accessible for a wider audience. The rumors also state Team Ninja is developing the game alongside Square Enix. Guys, are we excited for this? You know what? I'll start. I'm excited for this. This sounds cool. I like Final Fantasy. I haven't played enough Final Fantasy games. I like the setting, of most of them. Some of them, I don't know. When they get to the medieval ones, I'm kind of like, kind of off that, but we'll see with those. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I just got into the Souls games. I like the combat now, Souls games. I like that slow pace, the different weapons, etc. So yeah, we'll see what they do with this. Who knows if it's real? I think it's real. Again, it's one of those things that kind of been reported a shit ton.
We'll see.
Daniel doesn't believe it. It's also rumored to be a PS5 and PC exclusive.
With if it is
coming at E3,
the Nihon team, that makes sense.
That's exciting too with the Neo team working on it because those games are supposed to be pretty fucking good. I've never played them myself, but
at least the
I should
second
probably
one.
Check those out at some point. People like the first one too.
I mean,
what I didn't realize too is they also helped develop that the weird Final Fantasy fighting game, so they have a history with Square already.
Dissidia. Did they do Dissidia?
There you go. Yeah, they helped develop that as well. So they have a history with Square. Sims, would you be excited for this?
Not really.
No.
I think even this Final Fantasy 16, right? I'm not that fussed. It looks alright, but I've tried to invest in so many Final Fantasies, and only ever one has ever clicked, and that was Final Fantasy 7 Remake. So I mean, hopefully this is. I'm excited for everybody. So if a game's there and it gets revealed, and I'm like, this is somebody in the world right now is so excited, and I'm happy for him. But for me, I mean, I don't think I've not really put too much time into the Dark Souls type games, but Final Fantasy just doesn't do it for me. I don't know how Final Fantasy 7 clicked for me, but it did, and I was really invested, and I can't wait for the next one. Hopefully by I'm 60, I can play the second one, and then I'll be dead after the third one. So,
and there's still 7 more parts to that. So
my kids will have to sit down and be like, oh, you can't
finish it. It'll be your legacy.
This was great Granddaddy Sims' save. I'm finishing it.
Carried over. Daniel, what do you want to say on this?
I think it's a cool idea. I need to see more for it to even be real.
Sure.
Because we get rumors all the time of just stuff that never happened.
This isn't one of those like I know what you mean. There's rumors and then there's rumors though. Like there's rumors like this that get reported on by like people like Jason Schreier and stuff. And then there's rumors that like some fucking idiot on Reset Era said like fucking Hercules 2 is in development under Naughty Dog or whatever the fuck, you know. And this is more of a Hercules 2 sounds cool though, you know, by Naughty Dog, yeah. But this is much more of like a people are actually reporting on this. That Amron was the first one to report on this, right? Fanbyte,
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't have more validity. I'm just saying that there's literally nothing of it.
That's a good word.
So, validity. There you go.
I mean, you say that for people like us, like you say that we don't know anything, and we don't. But like when Imran Khan's, you know, friend that lives in Square Enix's bin for the last 6 weeks. And has got a bit of paperwork that's been dumped on his head along with a load of banana peels, and he's read, you know, Final Fantasy's happening.
He drilled a little hole through the can. He's just like
that, you know, like Imran Khan, people like Imran Khan and Jason Schreier, like they don't put stuff out there, especially with the names of Imran Khan and Jason Schreier. They don't put names. They don't put this stuff on the internet for clickbait. They don't do it.
They're not going on fucking Reset Era. Just typing shit.
I totally respect where Daniel's from. Like Daniel was like, I will see it. I will believe it when I see it, which is a great way to live.
Screenshot or something. Yeah, that has more validity to me. You know,
I respect really the way you live your life.
Anything.
But like this shit is what I live for. Like, you know, someone's uncle's dog's, you know, grandma.
My uncle worked at Nintendo.
Exactly, man. I love it, man.
Yeah,
I love it. This is what
always.
This is what like.
Go ahead.
This is what it's about. Like for me, like, I love this part of the game. Like just hearing rumors, you know, and it not coming to fruition, and like love it. I remember reading years and years and years ago about Spider-Man 2 having a snow setting, and you'd be able to walk about, and they were like clearly talking about Miles Morales, like in that one scene in the snow walking around. Like, oh my god, this is exciting. I keep saying I'm just excited at the moment. I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to something, and there's no better feeling than looking forward to something, especially for me. Like, I love like, oh, I need a couple more sleeps. I remember counting down the months and the days until Spider-Man 1 was released. Like, I remember going to work and like, I've only got like 50 more days of work before Spider-Man comes out, and like just getting out my car and just like pretending to live that dream, ready for Spider-Man. Like having planned the day that I'm ringing into work. Like, I'm not very, like, I don't know. Like, this is what games.
I remember that very well too, because that whole that year was great for games, but the summer was just dead, and then it was just like leading up to Spider-Man, which was like early September. I think it was like September 7th.
Spider-Man, and then right into Red Dead.
Yeah,
yeah,
and that was a great time. Good year, 2018, man. Take me back.
No.
Yeah. The Final Fantasy thing sounds cool. We'll find out if this is real at E3. Square's having a conference, right?
Must be. They're having something. Yeah.
They're having something.
Yeah. Okay, so we will see more then. Next up, Overwatch 2 got a ton of new information during a PvP live stream. Daniel, I am just gonna throw this over to you because I have no idea what any of this means.
Well, I mean, I showed it for you right there. Like, it's just a PvP.
I mean, I could read this off if you want. I don't know.
No. Just that first line. It was just a PvP like live stream. The only really like they showed off like some of the new mode push, and they showed off like some maps and stuff. But really, the only significant thing that was really talked about there was the change to the game, which is going to be 5v5 instead of 6v6, which is pretty significant. The game has gone through a lot of changes throughout pretty much all of Overwatch 1. Like, in the beginning, you had unlimited heroes. You could pick 6 tracers on each team, and it'd just be 12 tracers on the map, right?
You're talking about this very much like it's a continuation of Overwatch 1. Is that kind of what they're doing with 2?
Well, I don't know, because
you're saying like new maps and stuff like that. Isn't it all new?
Because, well,
yes, a new game, right?
If you go back to the reveal, they said somehow Overwatch 2 players will be able to play with Overwatch 1 players. I don't know if that still exists and it's still going to happen, but that's what they were marketing it as. like a 2, but like they're definitely leaning more into like the single player / like they have like a PvE mode in Overwatch 2. So I think that's going to separate it more than the multiplayer side. But the 5v5 thing is like there's been so many changes. They did the unlimited mode, unlimited heroes. Then they had you can only have one of each of the heroes on your team. So they kind of locked it there. And then eventually down the line they did hero lock. So it was 2 DPS, 2 tanks, and 2 healers. You had to have that. And then now they're cutting off one of the tanks. So you only have 1 tank, 2 healers, and 2 DPS. And so they're completely changing the tanks, basically. So the tanks are going to be
right over my head.
So the tanks are going to be tankier because there's only one of them on each team now.
Broody.
They are going to have more to do because there's only one of them. So I guess to give you an example, in the PvP footage they were showing, you guys probably know Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Pretty popular character. Big shield, big hammer guy. He isn't a... What?
The gorilla?
No. Reinhardt's got a big
gorilla.
shield and a hammer.
A big shield.
That's Winston. Winston, he jumps and then he drops a shield like a bubble.
He is a tank.
Gorilla.
He is a tank, though. He is a tank, yeah. So basically, Reinhardt has an ability to... he has a thing called Fire Strike. He kind of like takes his hammer and does this, and like he shoots out a projectile. He's going to have 2 Fire Strikes now. So that's just like an example of what he's going to be doing. Somebody like Diva, one of my favorite tanks. She's not really a big like tanky tank. She was technically called an off tank in terms of Overwatch terms. So she was kind of like the second tank you would have, not like being the one blocking a lot of damage. She'd be like a disruptor. So she is getting a lot of. They showed some of her. All of her cooldowns are just almost instant. So she's just constantly doing her little missiles and stuff. They're just really kind of changing how the tank works for 2.
Cool. So that 5v5 that's a big deal going back to 5v5.
It's huge. No, this is they were always 6.
Oh, it was always 6. Oh, okay.
Always 6. So they're cutting off an entire role of your team.
You think that'll benefit the game at all?
I don't know until I play.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks for if we're getting into like Overwatch League, because some of these people's livelihoods, like they're just literally taking away an entire tank, right? Like, you know, that's somebody's
weakest link on the team getting cut off. Flying jobs, boys.
But like now they have to like only rely on 1 tank even in the league. So yeah, we'll see.
When do you think we're gonna see Overwatch 2?
I'll answer that in a second. Go ahead, Sims.
Do you think this has got? Do you think all these changes, maybe that led to the head of Blizzard leaving? It's a
no.
Like I'm just putting that out there. So. Like maybe
I think it's probably just Activision Blizzard problems in general that made him leave, not necessarily this game, because he loved the community and all that. Like he was huge. Like I talked about when he left, like Kaplan was one of the few like game directors that's just out there all the time trying to celebrate and talk to the community. He's very rare. So I don't think so, no. I think Overwatch 2, yes, will come out next year. I'm going to say next May as well. They like
earlier, yeah.
They like May. That's when the first game launched, was in May, the end of May, right before summer. So I think it'll be somewhere around May, and we'll probably see something towards the beginning of next year. And I think Diablo will probably be in the fall. I think they have to launch those 2 games pretty soon.
Yeah, it's been a while with both of them, right?
I will say, this would be a game I buy, and I don't play multiplayer games. Like Overwatch is such a good world, like such a it's just such a great world, like story, like everything. Like you asked the question, like, oh, is this like a direct sequel to number 1 or something? Can't I use it?
Is it like a continuation of them?
Yeah, it's literally like the whole game is just one. It's just a world, like. So this is just. I mean, to me, it doesn't even make sense to make an Overwatch 2. It just make Overwatch, just make all these changes, put this story mode into Overwatch 1. But obviously, then you don't make money.
They've lost a lot of people.
Pardon?
They've lost a lot like a players and stuff. They need that bump again.
Yeah, of course.
I think a 2 will give it another big bump again.
But like I said, I've said to you before, like just go and watch all the shorts. Like The world would. It would just. I mean, we played it for like what 2 months. Never went back to it, but I'll never forget it. Like, just an amazing experience.
Yeah, I will also probably check out Overwatch 2. I never played the first one, so
You should play it, man. I have a couple of games.
To see what all the hullabaloo is about. Next up.
Go
ahead. What do you want to say?
I was gonna say, like, it's not the most punishing of like multiplayer. Like, if you die, you pretty much straight back into the action, depending on the game mode. Like, the payroll, is it payroll?
Payload.
The payload, like just trying to defend and having that push back is such a competitive. Oh man, I'll play some Overwatch.
Some of this Overwatch 2 gameplay. There's the new mode push is something similar. So there's basically like a robot. Each team has like I think it's like a object. I don't remember exactly what it is. So you have to like get control of this robot. Then he'll go and push this thing towards the enemy like base. And then if they take control, he'll turn around and start pushing this thing to your base. So it's like it's kind of like a King of the Hill, but like always moving. It's very interesting.
It's something like just every guy and like trialing every character as well. Like that was such a fun experience. Like, who was the guy that like floats around and does this?
Zenyatta.
Oh my god! Like it's incredible. Like it's such a good game. I don't play multiplayers, and like that, these compliments coming from my mouth, like you know what I mean? Like it's great. I want to play Overwatch.
You can hold your head up high, Blizzard.
Let's play some Overwatch. Yeah, man. Sims likes your game. You should be happy.
You made it.
You made it.
Next up. Another image for the Uncharted movie has been revealed, giving us our first look at Sully, played by Mark Wahlberg. The movie opens on.
You want to say that one more time?
Mark Wahlberg.
There you go.
There you go. One of the famous Wahlberg brothers. They owned burger shops.
Yeah.
Marky Mark.
Don't forget Donnie.
He was a rapper.
Don't forget Donnie.
Because remember when,
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, yeah.
Yeah.
He took his shirt off and shit. He had abs. It was great. The movie is set to release on February 18th, 2020.
Sims, he was like a model. What are you laughing at? He was like a model or something in the 90s.
His words were, he has abs. They were great.
They were great. They were great abs. Have you seen them? Look up a picture of Mark Wahlberg's abs in the 90s, bro. They're fucking crazy.
Oh my God,
out of this fucking world. Yeah, so the new image, we have Mark Wahlberg standing behind Nathan Drake, played by Tom Holland. They just look like they're exploring a cave. They look like Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg just like went on vacation together, and they're like in some like weird church, and like the tourist guide showing them around or something. Mark Wahlberg looks completely uninterested, and Tom Holland sitting there with a flashlight. Oh, what's up there? I don't know. Maybe a treasure. Ooh, that's this movie. Daniel, are you excited for the Uncharted movie?
I mean, nothing of this screenshot really screams Uncharted to me, to be honest. But no.
About Tom Holland, you know?
I love Tom Holland, so I think it might be fun just to watch him in the movie.
Yeah, I guess. I really do think it's just going to end up being like Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland running around, not necessarily Drake and Sully. I don't even think they're going to act. They just showed up for a paycheck. Does Tom Holland have like a little mustache here? Is that what's going on?
I could take a look.
I don't know, because it's like, why doesn't Mark Wahlberg have the mustache, you know? But it doesn't really.
Nah, it's just shadow. He has.
It looks like he's going for like a little thing there. I don't know. There's not. It's like this should be switched around. Like honestly, like Mark Wahlberg should be playing Nathan Drake, and Tom Holland should just be playing like the dumb kid sidekick who's just there. You know, that's what it looks like to me.
Or like some Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, like I don't get why we're going with this whole young Nathan Drake thing. Like I guess I don't know. Maybe the plan is to make like 20 of these movies until Tom Holland's like 60 years old. He still looks like he's in high school. You could get away with that, I guess. But I'm completely uninterested in this movie. I'm sorry.
Breaking.
I mean, I'm pretty close to.
There's some breaking news. I can confirm Mark Wahlberg has a banging body.
Thank you. See, I don't know why I'm saying thank you. It has nothing to do with me, but
on behalf of Mark,
Connor's like,
I'll tell him you said that.
Connor just come on the show today with some energy, like just like
I'm very tired. Yeah, the Uncharted movie.
I couldn't give a toss.
We'll see.
We all
We'll
know how I
see.
feel about films in general. Like, I'll watch
Yeah, you
it.
have that
I'll go
taste.
to the cinema. I'll have a good time. Like, I just stop making video game movies. Like, stop it. Stop making scary films. Stop making video game movies. Just make Fast and the Furious movies and Marvel movies. That's all we need. Zack Snyder,
Yeah,
he needs to
you
stop.
lost me there a little bit.
Yeah, I so disagree.
I just don't
Zack
like
Snyder
films.
does need to stop. I'm good with that.
Zack Snyder just needs to be stopped. Like, someone needs to lock
I
him
like
in
the
a box.
idea that the Uncharted movie is like not even real. Like it wasn't even actually filmed. They're just like posting. This literally was a picture of Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland on vacation somewhere.
Just
and
going
it's not
taking
even-
shots.
And they're just gonna keep delaying it and just putting out these random dates, like February 18th now. Like what the fuck is that date? Who puts out a movie in February? That's like a dead time for movie.
Did you see there was I think Sony had put out like a scissor reel, like some kind of video, and there was like a 2-second clip of the film in the video.
Was it?
Like if you go on
Yeah,
Nibel and then look through his feed, he says, "Oh, a clip of the movie." It's literally I think it's the same scene in the pictures, but them like actually moving.
This is off topic and not a news story, but Sony had their investor call yesterday, and they used a fan-made image of God of War Ragnarok in their actual call. And I was like, it was a fake image, and it's like God of War Ragnarok.
The game's not even called that. It was
Yeah,
all it said
they don't
was
even know if that's the title. They literally Googled God of War 2 and got that from Google Images, and then just put it in their fucking investor call.
That's ridiculous. All it literally said in that trailer was Ragnarok is coming, and we knew that from the end of the first game. Spoiler, like that is not the name. It could be, but we don't know.
Could be. Corey Barlog tweeted out the picture of the Star Trek guy going like that. You know, just that meme. Hilarious. Also, Jim Ryan was wearing a Pulse headset during it. It was fucking great.
Did you actually watch
a better headset? No, I didn't watch it. I just saw all this shit that was going on with it. It's very funny. Jim Ryan, buy a better headset. You can afford a better one than $100.
No, it's all marketing.
PlayStation one.
It's all marketing.
It's a good headset.
Oh,
I
hey,
mean,
this
it's not-
old guy got a fucking Pulse headset on. Let me go buy one.
Yeah, it's not like the highest quality headset though.
No, it feels plasticky, but it's great. Anyway, stop making movies about video games.
What about Castlevania?
That's a TV
It's a
series,
TV
right?
show.
Yeah,
I can tolerate a
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
show.
it's amazing. If you were
I
gonna
really
say
want a
something bad,
Mass Effect TV show. The more I'm playing this, I'm like,
that'd be cool.
so
An animated one, that'd be really cool. Like a cool
great.
animated, like stylistic Mass Effect. That'd be awesome.
I don't want an animated. I want Brad Pitt playing Shepard.
Oh my god, that'd be
That's what I
amazing.
His eyes like
Let's
that.
go, EA. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite TV show on the Citadel.
Natalie doesn't like it when I play the games. What is wrong with their eyes? He's
Dude, I don't
14
know.
years old. Like.
Shepard, he's always looking somewhere else. Hello, Garrus. How are you? Gonna wait a minute. I'm in the middle of some collaboration. Like, all right, thanks, Garrus. Fucking shit, man. Okay, last news story. Dragon Quest. Oh boy, what number is this, Daniel?
Very easy.
13? No?
No, there's only two things. It's 12.
14? It's 12?
12.
That's it?
Yeah.
I thought 12 was
Yeah.
just the X.
No, it's 10.
That's 10? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, Jason X.
Ah, you're right. You're right. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, Dragon Quest 12 was announced. It's called The Flames of Fate during the
Cool.
Dragon Quest 35th anniversary live stream. A lot of anniversaries going on lately.
Yeah.
There's also a plethora of Dragon Age news. Bunch of stuff got announced. New mobile game, some type of remake. You know, I can pull up everything.
Yeah, I forget what game it was. Was it 6 maybe? It was getting like
Yeah.
or 6 or 7. I think was getting a remake or maybe it was
Anyways,
8.
this is the next mainline Dragon Age game. Have you guys ever played Dragon Age? Because I have not.
I played a little bit of 11. It was just I just wasn't in the right mood. I do want to say that logo is hot.
Yeah.
You've
Fire.
seen that logo? It literally that was
Any
a joke,
logo,
Connor.
you just put
That was a joke.
Put flame behind it. It's just
Yeah.
looking.
Remember when Smash Ultimate was revealed and had like the fire? Oh yeah.
Natalie played it. I remember she was like, "Oh, I really want to buy it. I really want to play it." And I was like, "Yeah, okay. You know, Steve will go and do a good thing and buy you the game." I think she played it for about a week, and she was like, "Every time I put it on, I'm just absolutely asleep. Like it's just one of those games that just put her to sleep. Like it just can't grab her attention." So she never played it. She it just wasn't for her. But go get them, Dragon Quest. There's a massive fan. Like I said earlier, like there's a fan base for these games, and like a lot of people are excited about this, and that's what video games are all about. Like there's something for somebody. Like it's like me, like wrestling games. Get me going. Love it. Big sweaty man.
Yeah.
Love it.
11's a little old now, like 3 or 4 years old, so it's about time.
Just to cover everything they announced a puzzle game coming to iOS and Android. They announced a offline mode for Dragon Quest X. Then they also announced Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake.
That's what it was.
Coming to consoles.
Free. Okay.
Dragon Quest Treasures announced, which this kind of looks like I don't know, like one of those builder games or whatever. Not sure what that is.
Well, I mean, there is Dragon Quest Builders.
Oh, maybe it's a sequel to that. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me.
There was 2 Builders games.
Those were all announced. If you're excited about Dragon Age.
Quest.
Or no, Quest, whatever. Too many titles with dragon in it, you know?
That's a cool word, man. Dragons are cool.
In Dragon Quest.
Yeah. You can ride them.
See, you got me there. Maybe
Can we just take a minute to like, appreciate what Skyrim did with dragons?
What, with them like dynamically like attacking you and stuff?
It was just
those were the worst fights, though.
They would be kind of annoying because you'd be like trying to walk to like a quest and then like a dragon would just like
know what that was? I'd shoot them with arrows, wait for them to drop, then I just go up and I'm slashing at the fucking dragon's mouth with a sword until it dies. That's what those fights were.
I mean, I played a bow only, so I was just shooting with the bow.
You played it bow only, you crazy motherfucker.
Well, I would stealth and then bow.
But like think about it. Like this is 10 years old at this point. And you were minding your goddamn business. You know, you were going to the next quest point. You were in the Thieves Guild. You were doing them side quests. And then next minute, this big motherfucking dragon just flies over you, lands, and just there to ruin your day. How good was that? How
Great game. Was here coming too.
It was incredible. Oh my god, that game. Good times.
When they hit you with that tail, you go flying.
Oh my god!
Or you remember, like they never took this glitch out. It's still, unless it's in the new Legendary Edition or whatever. But when the giants would hit you and you just fly, like insane. It's still there. That's so funny.
Run up on a giant fighting a mammoth. All of a sudden, you're just flying.
Ridiculous.
Fucking gone.
I mean, surely that's realistic though. Don't get me wrong. Like, let's say like a big giant just rocks.
No,
up.
you'd get smashed into the ground. You wouldn't start flying.
Yeah, but what if he hit you with a good swing? Boom.
Well, he's not swinging up. He's swinging down.
Maybe I don't know. Anyway, we're close to this Horizon thing, guys. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's in a couple hours.
So upset. I gotta go to work. I can't watch it.
Right. So,
whatever.
Do we see a release date?
They have to.
Good question.
If it's not this year, it's fine, but they have to show something because they haven't showed anything about this game.
I don't know. Sony's MO is normally we just do the release date in a blog post when like 6 weeks before the game's gonna come out. That's seriously what they fucking do. So I could see this whole state of play not even mentioning a date or anything. And then in like July we get a blog post saying the release dates in September or October. You know,
Cerny's talking to Wired because who cares about Wired? But Cerny's talking to Wired again.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, by the way, Horizon's coming out in October. You know, that's what they'll do.
Let's not talk about this, but I got a release date for you. What?
Yeah. What do you think this video is just going to consist of? Couple of minutes, couple of minutes of gameplay.
I want to see what makes this one different than the last
I'm
one.
thinking
I want to see
this is
what
going to
added.
be
like they hinted at that underwater stuff, right? So I'm expecting that. See, I don't know if it's like the Ghost of Tsushima one because that was literally one that's like, hey, the game's out in 2 weeks. Let's do an in-depth thing. I don't know if that's what this is going to be.
I feel like
every plan we had. Yeah.
I feel like that's what we're gonna get. It's got to be something like that.
The only reason I'm hesitant on that is because it's not 2 weeks out. It's just I don't know.
I mean, it could be out.
We're certainly getting a good amount of gameplay. Could be out in July.
Do you think imagine? Do you think it's going to get this rumored co-op again? That word of the day, rumors.
Maybe. See, that's one of those that was rumored and had like a shit ton of details, like a couple years ago. So maybe that's the thing we could see. I don't know if that really does anything for me in particular.
So it definitely doesn't do anything for me either. I don't think that will be in the game.
So we're gonna get.
If anything, it would be like a separate mode or something.
You know what I'd love? Yeah, I'd love like a co-op horde mode.
Yeah, something different
on the side like that. That'd be fun as fuck. I would love that.
Fighting swarms. or something.
Yeah, with your friends. That sounds really fun. I really hope like they upgrade the movement a little bit. Like I remember playing the first one. I always thought like how cool would it be
I
to
thought it
have
felt
like
good.
no, it felt great, but like I would love like a boost or something like think like Vanquish, but in Horizon.
What?
I would
No,
love that.
no.
Oh, I would love that. Give me like a
No.
little jetpack and I'm sliding around, sliding on their fucking dinosaurs, shooting the bottom and stuff.
No, you gotta have the dynamic of them doing crazy stuff and you being a human. Like that's what.
Nah, give me it all. Give me a jetpack with a wall running. I'll fucking take it. I'll take it all day.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay. Go ahead, Sims.
I was just saying, like, I think. What do you think? We're just gonna get new weapons shown, new enemy types shown, new part of the world, kind of a little bit of story hints, release date. Is that what you think?
Probably best guess. Again, the release date. I could totally see them doing the.
So let's play a little game, boys. Closest wins. Place your bets.
Okay, I'm down. Let me look at a calendar. I am going to say Horizon 2 Forbidden West will release on September 24th, 2021.
July 16th.
You think July? Daniel,
Yeah.
you don't know how happy I'll be if this game's
Oh
coming
my
out
God.
fucking July.
I'll
July
go for September 10th.
The little bastard.
Early September.
September getting booked up quick. Y'all better watch out. See, maybe I don't know with Deathloop though. Maybe it's more of November. I could see it also be November.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyway.
We will find out soon enough. We'll talk about the Horizon State of Play next week. And for now, we will move on to what we have been playing. Who wants to go first? Brought to you by Bane Energy.
Oh, give me the nice.
Ooh.
Give it to me.
Ooh.
Put it in the mic. Put it in the mic.
Bane Energy. You want to start your
put it-
morning off with a bang?
It wasn't as satisfying. It wasn't.
Eh.
It wasn't as
Wait,
satisfying.
hang on.
No, I mean I wanted the click to be more too.
Now that's Bane-tastic. Bane, send us some money. We'll give you advertisements.
Get your bang on.
Whoa, that's a good one. That's a good one. Sims, let's talk about Mass Effect.
Yes, play Mass Effect. Yeah, I'm in love.
Who isn't?
I'm in love with this game. Like, I mean, it's old, it's rough around the edges, but I never played the first one anyway. So I'm going into this brand new and just going around and just pardon.
I forgot you never played it.
Yeah, just going like visiting the Citadel and going around the Normandy and talking to just having a chat with everyone. It's like so. Tell me about the genocide for Rex. Is it genocide? Something like that.
Genophage.
Genocide.
Genophage. He's right.
Yeah,
he's
whatever.
right. Yeah, Genophage.
He is right.
And it
He's
just-
not even playing it.
He's you got such a good memory, Daniel. It's crazy.
Really does. It's impressive.
It's impressive. It's an old game, admittedly. It has got some. It's got some major jank. The combat's not great. I'm literally just playing this game just to get to number 2. That's
All number 1.
Pardon?
All number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm just looking forward to getting to number 2. I just want to play number 2 again. But it's interesting to meet these I never knew about Saren and I never knew about.
Saren is such a good character.
Yeah, and then when I was speaking to the council and they're like just naive about everything. And going to playing with this Mako that I didn't like in Andromeda, and that's what made me stop playing Andromeda. And then knowing that I didn't know Mass Effect 1 had this shit car. I
think it's fun.
It's
the
all
Mako
right.
is still fun. It is just the most ridiculous car.
You go to these planets and they're all just the same, just a different color.
Weird. Yeah, they literally are. They're just like I think I talked about it last week. It's just like it's the same building, just turned at a different angle.
Yeah.
It's like all right, thanks.
Just a quick one with the planets though. Like the markers on the map are the only places that you need to go to, right?
Yeah. There's stuff you can find too if you're scanning. I forget what's happening, but yeah, you can find just random shit, but like it'll just be like extra materials and whatnot, so it's nothing important. Everything important is on the map.
I'm just having such a good time with it. Like, I'm just enjoying playing the game and enjoying the story. I've just been itching for a story again. Like, it's been hard the past couple of months. I feel so poor Steve, but nothing's really grabbed me. I've not enjoyed anything. Like, I don't think I spoke positively about a video game in a while. Like, Resident Evil didn't like. Immortals Phoenix Rising, it was alright. It's alright. I will probably finish it. Watch Dogs didn't like. Cyberpunk, broken. Like, I just got nothing. It's nice to come on here and go, look, I'm having a fantastic time with Mass Effect. Yes, it's old. Yes, it shows its age. But, like, the story and the backstories to everyone's got something to say, and everyone's got, there's a history behind everything. Like, Solarians hate Solarians hate the,
Krogans.
Krogans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like, like talking about like Liara's mating rituals and like Tali, their existence is to prove themselves. They have to go and find some new technology that will change it. And if she doesn't find that new technology or new thing, then her race is just like, they're not, they just pretty much just give up on her. Like, that's their purpose in life. And, having these deep, meaningful conversations, like Rex is like, in this part of the story, Rex is like, I'm not helping these motherfuckers. And you're like, look, Rex, yeah, right. We need to talk about this. We have a deep, and he's like, you know what, Shepard, you're right. And I'm like, I know I'm right, Rex. Come here. And we have a cuddle, and we just like, it's all right, mate. And he has a little cry, and it's like, it's all right.
What's so cool about that part too is like if you don't have your Paragon or your Renegade up enough, Rex will die right there, and you literally don't get Rex throughout the whole trilogy. Then
what happens in that situation? Should we talk about it off screen?
You kill Rex. I mean, it's a fucking 14-year-old game. We're gonna spoil it
because it gave me the option. It gave me the option to shoot Rex, but that wasn't in red.
Yeah. Are you going Renegade?
No. I had like the blue. I've got all my like charm and like intimidate. Is it all maxed out already?
Yeah. So you don't need to. You could have just picked one or the other, but go ahead.
Yeah. So it's just I got put in a situation where like you had to choose between one or the other, and I didn't know that. Like I've been at you. Like never played Mass Effect 1, never had an interest in playing Mass Effect. Put Mass Effect 2 on, it says, at this point when I first put Mass Effect 2 on, it gives you these choices like how you want your game to play out, because obviously I didn't have a save, so it was like, do you want this? It meant nothing to me. And obviously by Mass Effect 2 I was all in, but having this like backstory of like all these characters that I forgot about. I can't remember 2. I know I know the overarching story of number 2, you're leading to a big mission. Number 3, I can't remember. So just to be, just to basically just go through it again. And it is a bit old and it is a bit janky, but you would never. It holds up. Other than the jank, it just holds up today. Like, I've got no problem playing this whole game, and yeah, it's a bit off-putting when their eyes like this all the time. And it's like, yeah, tell me about the genophage. And Rex is like, all right, mate, you want to blink again? You want to blink
about the genophage?
And then he just changes conversation like that because you've chosen a different dialogue. It's just, oh man, it's just a good time. But I'm excited to talk about Mass Effect 2. I like to talk about Natalie actually before I pass it on to somebody else. Like, Natalie's plowing through video games. Like, every day, it seems like every 3 days she's playing different games. She like smashed out Tomb Raider. I think she's got the same opinions as us. Like, it's all right. Just a Tomb Raider game, not the best one.
I like that game.
I remember her saying number 1's the best. It is the best.
I like Rise almost as much though. I think they're both fantastic.
And in my head, Rise is the best, but they're very, very similar.
I just remember being really excited for number 1. I don't know. I always have this one vivid memory of like, my kid was just born. I'm like, she's crying and she's like going to sleep, but I'm rocking her and I'm playing some Tomb Raider and I'm thinking, yeah, this parenting thing's well easy. Like,
simple.
It's not.
Just play Tomb Raider all day.
And then she just seems to be plowing through video games. I can't remember what she was playing. She played Tomb Raider. What did she play before that? I forgot. Wow, I'm great. But she bought Biomutant. We bought Biomutant, so she's playing that now. And yeah, like, it's nice to see like Natalie just play. It's nice to have 2 TVs next to each other because I feel like I can just like digest 2 things at one time. So like, what were you playing before, Nat? I need to know. You stress me out. What you playing before?
Is that not distracting though?
No. The only thing that was distracting was the Tomb Raider thing because I could just see it like the corner of my eye, just like what. Honestly, it made me feel a bit weird inside. Yeah, like Mass Effect. I want to talk about Mass Effect 2. What I feel like that's your choice to like get the conversation. But yeah, I'm just playing Mass Effect. I'm going to play Mass Effect for a long time. I think we'll stop to play Ratchet. Yeah, I'm ready to do all 3 of these games in a row.
Me too, and I am because I am playing Mass Effect 2. True now. Just talk about because you seem to want to talk about it.
So excited. I've died to Ash all week.
It's fucking Mass Effect 2. Yeah, I'm like halfway through Mass Effect 2 now, probably. Did not get the platinum. I was hoping to just platinum 1 a week, you know. That'd be the idea, right? But unfortunately I got work now and I just can't. Not enough time in the day.
Honestly.
More hours.
You try having kids. All right.
Dude, I couldn't imagine. Like how you have any time for video games is just like crazy to me. I don't understand it. Okay, yeah, Mass Effect 2. Fucking great. I mean, this game is just come on. It is so good. You start it, the mission, the putting together the team aspect of this game is so fucking cool. Like it is one of the coolest ideas in any fucking video game is to put a team together and like go through and have loyalty missions for all of them. Yeah, the whole suicide mission and you putting a team together to go out of suicide. Yeah, go ahead, Spence.
Sorry, I was just, before we go, I was shocked in Mass Effect 1 how quick the team came together. Like within the first,
that aspect isn't really there in Mass Effect 1.
Yeah, like the first hour you had a team. Like you were in the Citadel and it's like, Rex is over there, Garrus is over there, Tally's in another mission, I believe.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, you get almost double the squad mates in Mass Effect 2.
You're right.
Yeah, your team is very small in Mass Effect 1 and it does come together very quickly, so you don't really get that aspect. Just other improvements over Mass Effect 1. I think playing them back to back, I can really see it now, like really how much improved Mass Effect 2 is, and like it's a lot just everywhere. The combat so much tighter. The what's called going in the cover feels just so much better now. You feel it immediately once you boot up Mass Effect 2 and going from 1, you feel that immediately.
Really?
And then and then just stuff like choices too, like especially like in game, like hopefully I'm not spoiling too much, but like the mission where you go and get Garrus, right? Garrus is like fighting this group of gangs on a bridge, and he's like they're on the other side of the bridge. He's on one side, and he's like on top of a structure, and he's just sniping people from there. So you join one of the gangs, and like you're like, okay, we're gonna go take down the Garrus, right? But like
the
really
Archangel.
Yeah, the Archangel is what he's called at that time. You don't know his name. It's Garrus at that point.
How do you remember this, man?
Yeah, Daniel, man, with that memory. He's not even playing it. I forgot his name's Archangel. Anyways, what a cool name, though. It's a badass name.
My next kid's name, Archangel. Imagine that in the playground. Yeah. What's your name? Archangel. Okay, mate, see you in a bit. I've got no beef with you right now.
You would have to give the kid a scar, like, immediately across his face, you know? So anyways, yeah, you join these mercs, and as you're going, you get to the merc base, and as you're going through the merc base, you can do all these little things, like you can fuck with their mechs, and then when you're fighting the mechs later on, the mechs will all just like die, or like their shields will already be down, or you can
Can't you kill somebody?
Yeah, you can take out a guy in a cutscene, and that'll but that's a renegade option. So in Mass Effect 2, they have the cutscenes where the prompts popped up where you can do something that's either renegade or paragon, and you could do a renegade option where you kill a guy, and that'll stop him from flying a ship, which the missile ends up hitting Garrus, and like he'll be scarred like the rest of the game because of that missile. But if you just take him out right then, that won't even happen. And that just is the type of shit they expand on in Mass Effect 2 over the first one. Like they don't really have that much stuff like that in the first one that'll like impact the game to that extent.
I was in the middle of a mission on yesterday. Is it Vermeer?
Vermeer.
Vermeer.
Daniel, man.
Daniel, man. You're impressive, me, mate. There was we walked up to I was on his platform, and next minute it cut into a cutscene, and he's typing into this thing, and I think that was like a key decision, and I didn't even realize, and then it come up like renegade, and then 3 hours. I mean, literally, I was on this mission for about 3 hours because there's no like waypoints. There's no like, and I walked past this lift 4 times. Like literally gone through this warehouse, walk around it, come outside. I was like, okay, I've just done a full circle, but I've got to go somewhere. And then again, and then I had to IGN it or Google, walk through. It was like, oh, there's a lift here. I was like, I walked past that lift so many times. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's that type of stuff that in Mass Effect 2 they really upgrade, and you don't really have that many problems like that anymore. Yeah, Mass Effect 2. Yeah, go ahead.
How long have you spent like doing the
mining?
I love that thing. I know people hate on the mining, the probing the planets. It is so relaxing.
It's not hard.
No, it's not hard at all. It's just like
you just gotta like just have a live plan up and down.
Yeah, I just zone the fuck out when I'm doing that. You just wait for the vibrations, then you look.
So
for
satisfying.
It, like,
so satisfying.
Probe launched.
I mean, you have to do it to get the upgrades.
So you said you were going to play it, like, what? Yeah. Have you messed it up already? Are you? Surely you have to follow a guide for this. If you want the plat, you have to follow a guide.
Not really. If you just do everything remain Paragon or Renegade, one of those 2 options, and just do fully that, you don't really need a guide. You just make sure you do all the loyalty missions, make sure you get everyone. Then it's really it. I mean, I have like my own little loop that I do in Mass Effect. I'll do a mission, then I go and I'll talk to everyone on the ship, and I love it. Even when they don't have anything to say. Yeah, you do a mission, you go back on the ship, you talk to everyone, you get their story. Some people are like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want to talk right now."
I'd like to get your opinions on the last mission.
Garrus denies me a conversation every time I go up and talk to him. He's like, "Nah, I'm busy right now, man.
I'm too cool for you."
Yeah, I'm too cool. We're good. And that's the little loop I go on Mass Effect.
I did Garrus's side mission the other day, and I was surprised how short it was in that number 1.
Yeah,
to kill his
so
this guy was.
Just another thing they expand on in the second one is the loyalty missions, which is just such a fucking cool idea, and it's really where the best story moments happen in probably the whole damn series, is because they're so character focused, right? And you get such good backstories. The writing's so good with these characters.
I'll never forget.
You get multiple parts too.
Yeah, and then you get a conclusion to whatever little side story they've been telling you throughout the game in the loyalty missions, and it's just such a fucking good idea because it ends up being so fun to do.
I'll never forget in number 2, like walking into Ashley or Jax's room, and they're both having a chat, and they're arguing with each other, and like I was just like, I don't know what to do in this situation. Like, you both got valid reasons, and that led to one of them dying at the end. Like.
Yeah, with that especially, I think one of the problems with Mass Effect overall is this Paragon and Renegade system, because there's a lot of times where like I'm reading the dialogue options and I'd be like, well, I would say this or that, but the game will block things from you if you're not going full Paragon or full Renegade. Like, you miss a lot of shit if you're not either one of those. So it's kind of just like, why is the third dialogue option even there? So
yeah, you wanted a little more nuanced, not so black and white.
Yeah, exactly. I would hope in future BioWare games in general, they just move away from the Paragon and Renegade system. I think it's just kind of outdated now.
You should just have like a standard like D&D charisma skill, and you can kind of get whatever options you want to take.
Yeah, exactly. It's like there's a lot of dialogue options where to be like, well, I wouldn't say that. I would say this or that, and some of them just don't even seem like that. That's the option like the good guy would pick. I want to shout out the side quests in this game as well. It's so like not in your face about the side quests, which I love, because especially nowadays where it seems like they just throw side quests at you over and over again in every big AAA game. This game is so just like, here's a mission, you'll get a little side quest, or here's a message, and you could read through the message if you want. You'll get a side quest out of it. It's in your assignments now. You can do it later if you want. If not, whatever.
It's a lady from the nightclub. Those are always fun.
Yeah, I forget her name now.
She's just an Asari. I'm not sure. All her stuff is really cool.
I love the assistant too in Mass Effect 2, Kelly.
Oh yeah, I think you can romance her.
Yeah, I think you can do something, but she'll just tell you when people want to talk to you, which is a really nice touch.
Garrus wants to talk to you at the engine room.
Hey, Garrus wants to talk to you where he stands all the fucking time.
He's always in that engine room.
24/7. I love how everyone stays in their own little corners. They're just like, nah, we're not.
Jack, she's just all the way at the bottom of the ship.
All the way at the bottom. You know what? I did that because of that red lighting where she is, and like it helps a lot during the cutscenes. Like half her face will be like really dark, and then the other half really red. Looks cool.
Number one, like the side quests seem like an afterthought. None of them. I've done side quests by accident, and I'm like, so I think it was this one person that was like, "Oh, I need you to go look for someone for me or something," but I'd already like found the body or something. So I'd gone to her. She'd be like, "Oh, hello," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, your sister's dead." She was like, "Oh, right. I was gonna go send you anyway. Here's some money," and he was just like, "What?" It's very old, like not very. There's back in the day, games weren't as straightforward as they were. They seem to have been dumbed down over the years, don't they? Like, here's a big shiny thing.
Maybe a little more linear.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I'm just struggling with things. I'm not struggling, but it's like I'd like to be told what to do because time is precious to Steve. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I had like 12 hours a day, like I did in Mass Effect 2, it wouldn't be a problem. Like, I'd just play games, but 2 hours of like trying to figure out where the lift was. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, it's unacceptable, but that's just a me problem. I'll get over it.
And 2 as well, I would have liked if because I think they did this in 1. You can use all the weapons now, no matter what class you are. And I wish they would have done that for 2, because I play as an adept, and all I have is an SMG, a sniper, and a pistol, which is a good combo still. The SMGs are pretty much just assault rifles, so it's fine. But I wish they would have just unlocked. Just let me use everything. Why not?
So you're saying you can't do that in number 2?
No, you can't.
But in number 1 you can. Because in number 1 I hold R1 and I've got my sniper rifle, my pistol, my machine gun, and my shotgun.
Well, no, I think that was one of the improvements on not improvements, but one of the things they changed.
And, 2 you can no Sims, it's backwards. It's backwards. 2 you can do everything.
No, 2 you
1 you can't in 2?
No.
Well, 1 they limit you. Like you have to like upgrade them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is not anymore in the Legendary Edition. You're not limited in 1 anymore. They should have just done that too.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Those are my thoughts though. Can't wait to play more. Going for the platinum. Like the trophies much more in this one too, because they have because in the first one all it was is like use this ability, however many times, and then you'll get the trophy. This one it's like use overload to take out a shield 25 times, which is actually the way you want to do it. So it's actually teaching you to use overload on shields to get rid of the shield right away. That's like the quickest and best way to do it, instead of just do it on every enemy and get the trophy.
I find myself just like, right, now I'm trying to do stasis and barrier and dampen. So I'm just like, but like you hold L1 and then it would say like they're blocked and you're like, oh, come on. Or they've already used it themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, well, I've got to wait.
You got to wait for theirs to load. Yeah.
And then like, they're either dead or just not doing anything. And then the enemies, like all the enemies just seem to rush at you all the time. Like you being in cover is just no good, I don't think. Because the next minute you got like this Rex looking motherfucker just killing you.
Yeah.
There's just no. Yeah, it's an old game, but I'm having a great time. I feel like it's not that long, is it? So.
Nah, the one's actually the shortest one, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's funny though you say that with the people using their abilities before you get a chance to do it yourself. So you're trying to go for the trophy. Oh, dude, it's so funny. I'll be like, Miranda, I swear to God, you use fucking warp again. You're off the fucking team. You're fucking out. Daniel, you have not been playing Mass Effect.
No.
What have you been playing?
A couple games. I'll talk about. What do I want to talk about first? We'll just get it over with. I tried Knockout City. So I did the tutorial. I should say what it is. It's the dodgeball EA multiplayer.
I want to play this. I keep meaning to play it.
You don't need to. So I did the tutorial, and which there was like even more to the tutorial that I could have done, but I kind of stopped, and then I went and did a match. We won, and I got MVP. One match. How you like that? It is so generic, and it's whatever. It's gonna be dead in a week. Just straight up.
Like, on it. People have been really enjoying this for what I've been hearing.
It's such a generic game. I don't know. Maybe it's also the look. I've talked about this before. It's not appealing. It's even worse than Fortnite. Like, it just doesn't look good.
I think we'll see next week when the free bits. I think we'll see what happens after.
I mean, it's on Game Pass. That's how I play it.
Yeah. I want to play it. I mean, we're all kind of funny people, so like a lot of the kind of funny community and the people that are on kind of bigging it up and obviously doing a great promoting it. Obviously, they're doing something big tomorrow. Where I think I'm in this such a bubble. This seems to be the next. This is the hot thing at the moment. Like 3 weeks ago, it was Outriders. So I don't know. It's free and like at the moment, and kids seem to enjoy it. Like, let's just. I think next week we'll see what really is the. I think. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe have you just gone at it negatively? Have you tried to not go in with an open mind? Like,
no, I mean, I of course I did. Like, I try not to take anything into the game. Like, I tried the tutorial. Like, if I wanted to be negative, I wouldn't have did the tutorial. Like, I just would have jumped into a match and left. But it just wasn't very fun.
So it's not fun at all. Like, even like the movement's not fun or anything.
It was fine. It's a little weird that your double jump is just like an instant glide. It's not really like a double jump. Like, hitting A twice, you pull out like a glider. Like, sometimes I just want to jump.
That's weird.
I feel like maybe holding A should be like a glider or something, or I don't know.
You can catch
maybe
the
a different
ball,
one.
can't you? Like, someone tried to throw it at you.
That's a part of the mechanic, yeah.
Like, does that not feel
So,
satisfying?
catch.
Like, catching it? Like, this guy's got you lined up and you're like, pow! What? Say something.
I mean, I guess.
I love dodgeball. There's something about dodgeball.
I mean, no.
Really
I love dodgeball too. Dodgeball's an amazing movie.
No, not the movie,
but
just the concept
no,
of having a ball
joke.
thrown at you, and you just be like, "Whoa!" Oh man.
I mean, I like what I was gonna say is like it'd probably be fun if I played with more people. Like, I kind of just played by myself, but I didn't really have that much fun. It seemed pretty generic to me.
Is this not something you try?
Not that much fun.
Is that not something you try, Connor? Like, Connor?
No.
I've been thinking about it. I think maybe I should just give it a quick little.
Yeah, it's cool that everyone that is playing the game can play together with crossplay, whatever system you're playing on. It's really nice. But that's pretty much all I got to say about Knockout City. It's just very generic, and I don't really see it lasting.
Knockout City, fuck off.
Then I also played Aerial Knights. Never Yield, which is basically an endless runner. And then you have 4 things you could do. If you go forward while you're running, it's like he kind of dashes, but you can also like break glass and stuff. You have up, which is like a jump, a big jump. You have down, which is like a slide. And then you have back, does like a short jump, like a little hop. And that's kind of all your moves you need to do throughout each level. The game is, I think, 13 levels long, I think. And it all kind of plays out like an album. Very similar to like Sayonara Wild Hearts, where every level's like a song, basically.
It's not a rhythm game though, right?
You're not doing it to the rhythm like Sayonara, no.
Mm-hmm.
But like
a 2D platformer.
It's an endless runner.
Okay.
You're more of just reacting to things that are coming to you. So like they do a pretty good job of making it pretty easy to know what you need to do, because they'll say there'll be like something flying but that flying thing will be a little bit of purple. Purple is your slide. So you just see the purple, you slide. Or like jump is red. So you see something red, you really don't even need to look at the environment. You're just going to jump. Or yellow is your hop. And then blue is your dash. So if you just see the color, you already kind of know what to do. And then you kind of play out an album. And the music's really, really fun. It's like jazzy hip hop. There's a few vocals in it, not a ton. It's really stylish. They kind of do the same thing that Sayonara does with its story. Like, you kind of get a little bit of story as you're going for every level and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of cyberpunky. I think it's like in Detroit. You're missing your leg. It's got like a little metal leg.
Why is Detroit always picked as like this future city?
Because
that
Detroit's
city sucks.
it's just I don't know. It's not always Detroit. Sometimes it's Seattle.
It's Detroit the game. iRobot was in Detroit. Remember iRobot?
I do.
Such a good film.
Yeah, good movie. Yeah, it's a good game. It's good. It's fun. It won't take you long. I think it take you like an hour to hour 20 minutes, something like that. I think I didn't try it on the harder difficulties. I could see this game being very boring for some people on the normal difficulty because every time you get to an obstacle, it will go into slow motion just to give you time to do it. So I feel like a harder difficulty that will just let you do it without the slow-mo will probably be a little more fun. I didn't mind the slow-mo. It was whatever.
How much was it?
Yeah. It was on sale. I'm trying to think of what the other price was. It might be 20 off of sale, but I got it for 10 on sale. It still might be on sale. I'd say it's worth $10.
20 sounds a lot.
It might be 15. I got it on sale, so
That
I'm not
still
sure.
sounds too much. 15.
Yeah, I mean, did you play Sayonara Wild Hearts?
No, I didn't know, but that was
I think I paid
Endless
15
Runners.
for that.
I don't know. There's something about.
Yeah, I mean, it's like buying an album, really,
Yeah,
like a 13-song album, but it's also a game. So I'd say check it out. If you go look up a trailer, if you like the vibe to it, maybe check it out. You know, it's a fun little experience.
I remember seeing it. It looked great. Like I was digging it, but I wouldn't pay that much money for it.
Yeah, what, like $5?
I pay $5, but not 15. $5.99.
I'm fine with paying 10. I think 10's a fine price for it. Yeah.
That all you've been playing, Danny?
Yeah, pretty much.
A week for Daniel, man.
I mean, I played 2 new games.
He's played Mass Effect.
I played those games.
Poking the bear.
And you need to beat 6 games a week. It's in your contract. What the fuck, man?
And maybe 1.
We play the slow games. You play all the games.
Exactly.
That's
We
my
will
role.
now move on to the game.
Sure.
Here's the
So
game.
yeah, we're gonna do. I forget what I named this game. I think I named it like Metacritic Trivia. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the description, and I'll kind of blank some things out that, or I'll tell you what it is, and I want you guys to guess what the game is. You get one guess each.
This one.
I'll give you like if you ask for a hint, I'll give you like one hint based off of just the Metacritic page. I'll come up with something if you want a hint. Okay. And you tell me however many you want to do. I got a bunch pulled up. Let me figure out which one I want to start with.
Just do 5.
Okay. I am going to start with. Let's do.
This game brought to you by Bane Energy. This game's gonna go out.
Bang
with
it
a
out.
bang.
Yeah, there you go.
It's bang-tastic.
Is that like a well-known
Oh,
brand?
It's just like it's
I've just
newer.
been seeing like every YouTube page fucking promote Bang.
It's either Bang or G Fuel.
What does it taste like?
Shit.
Sugar. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
So the Lich, I just kind of spoiled that. I should have blanked that out. That's fine. I said it. The Lich has thrown the world into a timeless blank and plunged its inhabitants into never-ending chaos. Wield an expanding blank and blank to place enemies, buildings, and terrain along each unique blank.
Fuck. I don't. We should know what the lynch is, but I have no idea.
I mean, I should have blanked it, but that's okay.
It's a lot of blanks. I'm gonna need a hint on this one.
Sims,
Minecraft.
would you like a guess, or I can try to give you a hint?
Minecraft.
Oh, here, I'll give you a basis hint. All these games have come out this year,
Okay.
so that'll give you a hint. So I'll give you. I will give
Resident
you
Evil.
I will give you. Nope, it's not Resident Evil. But I was just going to give you a hint. The Metacritic is 82.
That doesn't help.
Well, I told you I'd just give you a hint. Didn't say what it would be.
The lynch to place things. Say that again. Say that part again.
You want me to read the whole thing again?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, here it is. Okay. The Lich has thrown the world into a timeless blank and plunged its inhabitants into a never-ending chaos. Wield a blank and blank to place enemies, buildings, and
Biomutant.
terrain. No.
Ah.
The game was Deathloop, or I was gonna say Deathloop. It's Loop Hero.
Loop Hero.
Loop
Okay.
Hero.
Yeah,
Loop
sounds
Hero.
right. That sounds
Loop
right.
Hero. Let's see here.
Yeah, he's fucking stupid.
All right.
This game come
Next
out for the
one.
year 2000.
All these are this year. Ooh. Okay. Bring blank. Okay, hold on. Let me start somewhere else. Blank and blank are going through blank.
It Takes Two.
Yeah, he already got it.
That was
It
good.
Takes Two.
That was
It Takes
good.
Two. It Takes Two. Good one. Good one. Let's see here. Okay. The blank space station orbits high above you, sending supplies, instructions, and receiving samples. You launch from the surface. When blank you must improvise to survive.
Did Discord not just like disconnect you?
Oh, it did.
I didn't see it. Sorry.
Okay, we're still recording, right? It's all good. Yeah.
It was just
should be
Discord,
good.
yeah. It was like I think
Oh, okay,
Horizon just like tripped
fuck
us
off
out.
Discord.
Man.
Can you read part of that again?
Sure. The blank space station orbits high above you, sending supplies, instructions, and receiving samples you launch from the surface. When the disaster strikes the research station, you must improvise to survive.
Is this no? It's a PC. No, I don't know. Hint.
Would you like a hint?
Yeah,
I'm not good at this game. I have no idea.
This game came out this month.
Mass Effect.
No.
Sounds like a survival game.
I was gonna say Returnal, but this couldn't be Returnal either.
Is it Returnal?
Nah, that was last month.
Oh,
You get your guess, Connor.
What the fuck else has come out? This game came out this month. What is that? The Biomutant.
Again, no. It was Subnautica Below Zero. It was a survival game. All right, I got what, 2 more? Let me see here. Jesus, I'm not reading that one.
I like Easy Allies game the other day. The difference of with critics and you players critic.
I don't remember that one.
On Metacritic, there's 2 critics. There's critic. There's the user.
The user and the critic,
and then you have to find who are the best.
That's right.
Divisive.
The difference.
Yeah. I like that one.
Okay. Ooh.
Pokemon versus
I don't want to say this.
character.
Hunt solo or in a party with your friends to earn rewards that you can use
Outriders.
That you can use to craft.
Monster Hunter
huge variety.
Monster Hunter something. I don't know the name, but it's Monster Hunter.
He doesn't know the name. He doesn't get it.
You don't get it. You said
he
world.
Get it.
You said world. It's Monster Hunter Rise.
World.
Yeah,
that didn't come out this year. You fucking idiot.
Let's see. We'll get one more. What about this one? No. About this one? Some of these are long. Okay, we'll do this one. The world has been taken over by synthetic life forms. A desperate plea for help sets blank on a journey to uncover what has started the path to perpetual ruin. Slash through techno hordes, leap past traps, and nimbly navigate the ruins of blank. Only you can unlock the secrets to your blank in blank.
Returnal.
What do you think, Connor?
Is he right?
You just want me to tell you?
Yeah.
No, he's wrong.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't. It sounded right. No, wait, that doesn't sound. You don't get taken over by synthetics. Oh man, I have no idea who writes these. What the fuck
I
is
don't know.
this?
That's why I think it's a fun game, because I don't know who writes this stuff.
I remember
I mean, it sounds like a game.
when I first listened to PS I Love You with Colin and Greg. They played a game where you had to guess the next word in these descriptions. It was
that sounds
so
fun.
it was such a good game. I like that. I
That
think
sounds fun.
so good.
Do you have a guess? Or I can give you a hint, maybe?
Yeah, give me a hint.
This game came out in January.
Mm.
Early release.
Oh, is it that running game? The Cyberpunk one? I don't think that was this year though.
Harbor Shadows.
No, Ghost Runner. That's my guess, but I don't think that's right.
You're guessing Ghost Runner? Yeah, Ghost Runner was last year, but
Yeah.
Sims just gave you the answer. It was Cyber Shadow. Good job, Sims. It was Cyber Shadow. Yep. I thought that one would trick you guys. Maybe I should have done one first, because I thought that would trick you with Returnal, because it's the way it's set up, it sounds like it. But yeah, that was Metacritic trivia.
Good game. Solid game. Brought to you by Bane Energy.
Bang it out.
Whoa! Don't say that. Kids are no, they're not. I'm excited for tonight.
Yeah.
Hard over
Mere
like
hours.
Horizon.
Yeah, why are you excited?
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm like,
It's new
wait,
shit,
Sims
innit?
doesn't even like
It's
Horizon.
new shiny shit. All right. If someone does a big shit and it's shiny, I'm interested. Let me tell you.
That's kind of how you could describe our show, and that was the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Anything else you guys want to say? Bye bye.
Not much. We had a special episode next week.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.